So it is Saturday, August 22nd in the year 2026. I just came back from doing a bit of shopping. The temperatures are quite different the last couple of days. When I check my phone, it's a bit more cooler, 71 degrees, but today's high is going to be around 76 degrees. And we're in the final week of the month of August. In fact, the month of September is my favorite month of the year, and I'm anxious and I'm so happy to be seeing the approach of the month of September. So this is a very short video featuring three personalities: James Bond, Professor David Hinds, and leader of VPAC, Darwin Bess. Let me start with James Bond. I could remember a couple of years ago, he was in Melanie Damishama with the now leader of Team Mohammed, Asdin Mohammed. I think there was some sort of distribution of food items in Melanie, where James at the time had his bar. I think it was cigars and something. And Mr. Mohammed was distributing some sort of fruit stuff. Guyanese critic was also in that. He was in fact showing us on his program, and we had a video of James Bond holding that famous umbrella over Mr. Mohammed. How many of you remember that? And he instantly got the nickname Umbrella Man. So it's interesting to see what politics could do in such a short range of time, where friends could be turned into enemies or semi-enemies. Also, in this short video, we have a leader of VPAC, Darwin Bess, who is a dual citizen, just like myself. In other words, he has a United States passport. He had a big fallout with the leader of foreign Guyana, Amanzo Walton. He had a big falling out in terms of his wanting to have a seat in Parliament. So as it is right now, Amanzo will be serving 3 years. And the other leader of that three-party, Pastor Nigel Langdon of the People's Movement, he'll be serving the remaining 2 years. So the leader of VPAC, he's been left out in the cold. And we have, of course, Professor David Hinds, who is an associate professor of Arizona University here in the United States. So I came across those three short videos and I decided to make it into one video stream so people can see for themselves how these three guys, how they're thinking. One of the things that that was brought to my attention is the professor's disenchantment at that Linden protest, where he saw Afro-Guyanese close up. Afro-Guyanese split in three: those back in the PPP, those back in the Win Party, those back in the APNU coalition, so-called coalition I should say. And he was very much disappointed in seeing the cross-out between the three different groups of Afro-Guyanese. And I myself was telling some of my friends and my family about that. And then I'm telling myself that if I have a friend who was a Democrat and decided to switch over to the Republican Party, do you honestly think that I'm going to stop talking to my friend because he's supporting the Republican Party? Do you honestly think I'm going to stop shaking my friend's hand if I go into Sybil's Bakery or Tropical Ice at Liberty Avenue and I see my friend, whether he's Afro-Guyanese or Indo-Guyanese, that is now a former Democrat supporting Republican? Do you honestly think I'm going to stop shaking his hands when I go into one of those bakeries, or for that matter any other place here in New York? Do you think I'm going to stop hitting him up, chatting him? I'm going to stop talking to him? Bullshit. It's all bullshit. And I guess politicians in that neck of the woods, that's what they do. I saw Freddie Kissoon talking about Dr. Campbell seeing James Bond and his family with children somewhere in Guyana and shouting out, "House slave, house slave." We're supposed to be having a code among politicians and not a politician. When you're with your kids or you're with children, you're supposed to have a hidden code of conduct, a time and place for everything. So you have the parliamentary leader, Dr. Terence Campbell, calling James Bond in presence of his children house slave, and that's the next thing. Do you think if I see my Indo or Afro brothers here in New York that I switch out to Republicans, do you think I'm going to be calling them house slaves? Yet again, bullshit. But then again, I'm not a supporter of the Democratic Party here in America. I'm not a supporter of the Republican Party here in America. I'm just neutral. To all my subscribers, Guyana, United States, and other parts of the world, you guys have a great weekend.
Really destroy our country, and our people are in such bad shape that we are going along with the destruction. Sometimes we don't even know that we are helping in our own destruction. It's destroying the country. The sad thing is that Black people are the ones that are out front in the destruction. Certainly the theatrics of it. It was so nice to see Linden people coming out the other day and protesting. But as a political person, the eye goes beyond the protesting. It's Black people from WIN cussing Black people from PPP, and Black people from PPP cussing Black people from APNU, and Black people from APNU cussing Black people from the PPP, and PPP Black people cussing WIN Black people. So even in a positive thing, like a spirited protest, the stage, the tragedy, the comic tragedy, Black people are the front and center of it.
And the reason why I'm upset this morning is because the first thing I see on my phone when I open my eyes is Asadi Mohammed, the opposition leader, asking the man when he was sprawled off in the vehicle, is this the office of the opposition leader? Is this the office of the opposition leader? We have a responsibility. The second thing I see on my phone is Terence Campbell addressing the opposition leader of saying publicly he wants to work in unity. So if you want to work in unity, why is it that every time there's a meeting with the rest of the opposition, you as a person don't show up? Y'all, it will happen. The public is going to come after me saying, y'all broken up, y'all don't want to fight together. How, y'all, when growing up, remember, you like them long, them short-haired girl with nice picky rasta, and your mother trying to take it along here, and you know you hard, she like you ain't like she, but you're being forced. So here we are, and the public is thinking, y'all can make the opposition work together. I, Darwin Best, I've went to every meeting. Tell me one time I've sat on the table with a manza who robbed us a seat. Yes, I said it. But I realized that this is not about Darwin Best. This is about the people of Guyana. And I sat in that room with her because I wanted to check on that video if Azadine was there. But he couldn't have been there because he was out. But as the leader of the opposition, who is saying let us work together, what is the responsible thing for you to do so we can get rid of this man that you call incorrupt? What was the responsible thing for you to do when you come off the boat? You meet with everybody else. Have you, to this day, meet with the entire opposition and say, hey, how are we going to get rid of this corrupt money? Because again, I'm going to say it, because you're a narcissist. So don't come on this app and make it seem like you want us to dislodge this man. You don't. You're hoping that you can pressure this man so he can soften on you. That's how I see it. You're hoping you can pressure him so you can relax what's going on right now, like you have done before. Because you got so much secret for him. This ain't got nothing to do with the people anymore. And it's you making me talk out today, not nobody else. I don't care who said what. You know why? I am telling you, it has been...
Are you like that boy ungrateful? You and your father like that people ungrateful? Nobody, no individual has benefited more for the PP Civic than you and your old man. Y'all have benefited. I defended y'all. I want to do it on next time, but as they're here now, I'm going to finish it up. I defend y'all when nobody wasn't defending y'all. Me, James Anthony Bond. Defend y'all to work for Bork, Mark Bench, Cap, no, everybody. I represent y'all. So don't make it seem as if no, oh, people are ungrateful with y'all and people. No, you never, no. You've benefited so much from the PP Civic. Your father was a councillor in the PP Civic. You see how much money you give and what you don't do and all what you don't do. You vehicle drop around President Ali. And you done turn around and snitching for President Ali. Snitching. And you want Guyanese trust you? I don't trust you, brother. I don't trust you. And Guyanese seeing it, you know. They don't want to say it, but you know me, I talk what I gotta talk. Because I got licks to get. I don't have no licks to get. I got one father in Leslie Bond. I got licks to get. PP7 is the worst thing now. But it wasn't the worst thing when you enjoying the sweet. And Guyanese, if y'all don't see this level of hypocrisy, then what we gonna do? I gave us the Muhammad Street cred. Then he come and people licking down, ding, 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 his PPs, you know, press boom. James Bond stood by his side. James Anthony Bond. Y'all know it. Oh, umbrella man, I want umbrella. And then he turned around and puts it up umbrella, baby, did umbrella. Shame. But you're in politics now. Politics is a big man's game. And if you want to take my criticism as personal, then so be it. I don't have no time with that. If you want to think, oh, because I said go to the fire station, examine it, somehow are you taking it personal? Because your father calling me. If you taking it, that's your problem. You're in politics now. You got to take criticism. You got to take it. You got to take it. It shows you're unfit, though. As a leader, you're unfit. I telling Guyanese, though. I still consider you a brother. I will never stop saying he's a brother to me. So I won't get personal with him and nasty with him. But I will criticize him. He's unfit as a leader. Can't lead me. You're unfit as a leader. Unfit. Unfit. Completely unfit. And you must examine the narcissist. Everything he said is right. Nobody must say nothing against he. Everything he said against he, oh, you're this, you're that, you're angry. Somehow, them is mine everybody. Everybody has mine. Nobody can take care of themselves. It's narcissistic. You feel you give a man a 2 cents, you own a man. Is that the level that's what it comes to now? I warn you, that's a primus, and public you warn, that's a primus, and you have the black people around you. Y'all be careful. Y'all be careful. I will never disrespect, I will never call me friend, none of me friend, never ever call. Because they disagree with me and start cussing and going on. I just tell you, that's not for me, chief. That's not for me. You come to me correctly. Because you see a different side of me. I don't, nobody disrespect me. There's one thing nobody don't do, disrespect me. In a month of Sundays. And especially over the phone. What's yet over the phone? No, you come correctly. You step correctly, you come into James Bond. Because you know on James Bond. James Bond show you love. Show you friendship. And I want you people like talk what they do. They do for this body. They do for Suzanne. They do for this. Like nobody ever do for y'all. I never do nothing. That I know better. Me gonna come and hear no laundry. Oh, I did do this to you. I did. Yo, that's a conversation. But folks, choose wisely. Choose wisely. You could choose the opposition with upon nothing right now. But criticizing or choose the government with upon progress. It's up to you. I can't beat it down your throats.